6 a.m. in Pilar, Argentina, and hundreds of trainers are already busy working with horses at clubs and farms across the town. These horses are bred with one purpose: to play one of Argentina's signature sports, polo.
I always say, it's a bit like playing the guitar and singing at the same time.
Argentina is home to the largest polo tournaments in the world during its summer season, with teams made up of players from across Asia, Europe, and South America. Many are drawn here by reasonable land prices and a sporting economy that's escaped the worst of the inflation that's affected many other industries.
25 years ago now, I bought a farm here when I was 19. I believed it would be a good investment. My parents said, if you want to do this, you have to do this yourself.
Annabelle Davis moved to Pilar in 2001. She decided to buy horses and learn the sport of polo, but she faced challenges trying to break into a traditionally elitist culture.
I used to walk to polo. There are people that know me still and saw me walking 15 kilometers to and from polo.
In the early 2000s, she endured sexism from other players and challenges joining clubs and tournaments. She says all male clubs didn't want to give her a shot until she demonstrated her skills in competition. Her success leveled the playing field as Davis trained with the men's teams on her way to earning a spot on England's national team.
People wouldn't even say hi to me on the pitch. I just didn't exist.
Davis now focuses her efforts on breeding and training horses, running a business on the same farm she bought nearly 25 years ago.
I still do the basic jobs in polo because that's the way that I've found as a professional in the sport to make a living, a stable living, because there just aren't enough tournaments yet for girls to make a full-time living, even if you travel all around the world.
Polo has been played here in Argentina for over 150 years, but only over the last decade has the women's game really started to grow. The sport is now reaching the mainstream more after Mia Cambiaso, the daughter of polo legend Adolfo Cambiaso, shined a light on the opportunity that women have in the game. Unlike Davis, who followed a rough path to the polo fields, 14-year-old Amanda Fescher Arriaga came into the game in this new, inclusive era. Developments such as women-specific clubs make the polo landscape look a lot different than it did in the early 2000s.
I bought my first horse when I was 11 with $600 I saved up on my birthday. The horse was undesirable to buyers as she wasn't responsive, but I trained her well by treating her with care into being the best horse in the tournament.
Arriaga became interested in polo after watching her male friends play the game. She now has the opportunity to play alongside women up to 40 years older than her. But while women's polo is gaining momentum, it still hasn't reached the level of the men's sport. To sustain the growth the game is seeing at the lower level, women's polo needs to advance professionally, according to Davis. Last season, only a limited number of teams competed in the Women's Argentina Open, which Davis believes is a result of a management group that's behind the curve and a lack of investment.
It's a problem in that the men's sport obviously has more sponsors and therefore more money, and obviously in order for teams to be competitive they need sponsorship money to be successful.
Davis has spent the past few years helping to grow women's polo and pitching different ways to increase profitability and awareness. She also believes that budget differences for teams like Cambiaso's La Dolfina is keeping professional women's polo from becoming more competitive, further hindering professional growth. However, as more women grow into the game, the dreams are growing bigger for young players like Arriaga.
I hope that one day we can have a triple crown to compete for like the men do.
In Pilar, Argentina, I'm Evan Smith for Center County Report.